Michelle has asked me to have a look at her bike and her bike fit, and we'll do that today. First thing we're going to notice is that the number of teeth that are on the big chain ring is stamped on the side of the chain ring right here. For the smaller chain ring, the numbers are stamped on the opposite side of the bike, so you'd have to get on the other side and look this way to know that this is a 39 tooth chain ring and this one is a 53 tooth chain ring. On the rear cassette, the numbers are stamped on the inside region of the cogs, and we're going to count how many teeth Michelle has on the biggest cog, because that one we can't read the number. So what we'll do is we'll just put a black mark on one of the teeth so we know where we started. That will be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21, 22, 23. What's interesting about bicycles is it's counterintuitive. The big ring in the front gives you a lower cadence and makes you push harder on the pedals. The big ring in the back makes you pedal with a higher cadence and makes it easier. So it's just the opposite in some people's minds. So a 23 tooth cog on your rear cassette is okay for a very strong cyclist, but for someone who's going to be riding a lot of hills and looking to spin and having a faster cadence, you would want a 25 or more teeth on that rear cassette.
Would it make sense to get a smaller one for up front instead of the 53?
Well, actually part of the question is how long do you think you're going to use this bike in this setup? Because you can start putting a lot of money into changing components on a bike, when it might be, if you decide you've fallen in love with cycling and or triathlon, then you might just want to consider upgrading a bike that fits you as opposed to a hand-me-down bike. What I'm looking at right now is to see that Michelle's hips and her knees and her ankles are traveling in a straight line forward, and they are on both sides, and that's a good thing. Some people don't have that. They have knees that go in or out, and that can sometimes give them knee pain. So hers look really good. The other thing I look for from the back view is 2 spots under her hips to see that they move a little bit, but they don't move a lot. And hers are not moving a lot, which means she has quiet hips, and that's a good thing. If your hips are moving a lot, that means you're reaching for the pedals and your seat height is incorrect. Really pedaling, Michelle, you don't look in that bad of a position. Really? So stop your foot at the bottom of the stroke on this side. How comfy does that feel?
It feels fine.
Feels fine. Do you ever get any pain here?
No.
Yeah, with just by eyeballing it and not doing any kind of measurement, it looks pretty good actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
To make sure that you get a good fitting bicycle, it's important to work with a bike shop that's worried about you and to make sure that you get the right equipment. So when you go out looking for your next bicycle, make sure that you find a shop that puts you on the bicycle on a trainer inside the shop, and make sure that you have a good fit, not only for your leg length, but for your reach to the handlebars. As a beginner, like Michelle, the bike you have right now is probably going to work just fine for your first race. As you get more into the sport of triathlon, then you might consider investing in some new equipment. Go to a reputable bike shop that's willing to put time into you and find the perfect fit for you, and not sell you the latest and greatest gadgets or try to clear their warehouse. Look for someone who's truly concerned about you and getting you on the right equipment.